Alright, hi class. In case you missed it on Monday, this is the Tears of a Tiger final book project, and I'm going to walk you through what you need to do. Firstly, this whole unit is about persuasive writing and arguments. So what you're going to need to do for your project is focus on persuasive arguments. For your final book project, of this novel, you'll need to focus on persuasive writing. Persuasive arguments invade our culture, from commercials to documentaries to news reports. Peer pressure is probably the most common type of persuasive arguments, one which you experience all the time, but you might not even notice it. Here's some directions for helping you complete your final book presentation of the project. First, you got to choose your topic. There are 3 different topics you could choose. First one is teen suicide epidemic in America, the causes, effects, and the prevention. Okay, the whole point is you're persuading your peers to make good life choices. Your second option is underage drinking, causes, effects, and prevention. Again, you're doing this with a persuasive mindset. And the last one is drinking and driving, the risks and realities at any age. You're going to convince your classmates to make wise life choices. Alright, so now that you've thought about it, make sure you write down which topic you're going to do. You can only choose one, so pick one and write it down. Okay, here are the 3 parts of your project. You have to write a persuasive letter for me. That's 30 points. Okay, and secondly, you're going to have to create a visual aid, and you have 2 options here. You can create an educational brochure, or you can create a PowerPoint slide. This visual aid is going to help you with the third part, the oral presentation to your classmates, where you're making a persuasive argument to your classmates based on your research and the information you found out. The whole project altogether, the 3 parts, is worth 75 points. And students, this goes on your third 9 weeks grade, so this is your grade for after Christmas break. Okay, all 3 parts should be persuasive in their origin. That means you're trying to persuade your classmates to think the way you think. And the 3 parts should all work together to help you do that. 75 points. Everyone must write their own persuasive letter. However, if you want to, you can choose to work with one other person to complete your visual aid and to give your presentation. The purpose of this entire project, all 3 parts, is to inform and persuade your peers to make wise life choices and how to help your peers who might be struggling in this area. Alright students, in this part of the presentation, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I'm going to grade the first part of your project, which is the persuasive letter. As you can see, there are different point ranges for each of the rubrics, and you have these categories. There are 6 items for your persuasive letter. The first one is the salutation and closing. That means you have to greet your reader and then close it out. Sincerely, your name. The second part is content accuracy. Accuracy means that you use specific details and they're true. Okay, you can't just make up something and put it in your letter. That's not going to be persuasive at all. Thirdly, you have to use correct friendly letter format. Don't write down a couple of sentences. That's not correct format. Okay? Oh, wrong one here. Go back. Persuasive letters also, I need you to use your best capitalization and punctuation. Okay? Sometimes that was a weak point for our last paper. You've got to do your very best to score 4 in this area. And the next one is sentence and paragraphs. I need descriptive sentences and varied sentence patterns. Remember our simple 6. You should still use those to help you write your friendly letter and write good sentences. Okay? The next one is grammar and spelling. You've got to use your very best grammar and spelling for me. That's how I'm grading. And lastly, your ideas. Okay, I need to know that you know what you're talking about and you're trying to persuade me to make good life choices to get a 4 in this area. Next, I'm going to talk about the rubric for your brochure. This is one of the visual aid options that you can use. Again, you have your categories. This one's worth 20 points. Here they are. The first one, content accuracy. Again, accuracy means it's specific and true. You didn't just make something up and put it in your brochure. Next, Graphic pictures. This brochure is going to be made on your netbook, so the good part is you don't have to be an artist to make your brochure. You just have to use graphics and pictures. It could be from ClipArt or some sites that I'm going to show you online where you can copy and paste some pictures. Okay? The next one is the sequencing of information. That means I need a beginning, middle, end. Think Simple 6. Make sure it has a logical order for me. Your writing and grammar, give me your very best, along with your spelling and punctuation. To get the most points on this, give me your very best. And I'm going to go back and talk about your sequencing of information. Beginning, middle, end, you might want to start with the problem, causes, and then solution. That would be good beginning, middle, end. All right? The next one is the other rubric for your visual aid. This is making a PowerPoint. It's basically the same information, same categories that you have in your brochure. The format's just a little bit different. You have to put it in a PowerPoint presentation of no less than 7 slides, okay? Content accuracy, make sure your facts are true and specific. Next one, spelling and grammar, give me your best. Again, structured information, beginning, middle, end, logical order. Use pictures, again, clip art, or some other pictures from the internet. And originality. Please don't make us watch a PowerPoint that's boring and unoriginal. Use your creativity, please. And lastly, your oral presentation. This is the last rubric. It's worth 25 points. This is the rubric I'm going to use to grade you on your speaking in front of the class. Okay, so the first part is, can we hear you clearly? Speak clearly and loudly. Okay, make sure you have good volume. Good pitch means that you are using emotion. You're not just reciting facts to us, you're trying to persuade us to make good life choices. Again, logical order. Let's think about it, okay? And the last part, content. Can I tell that you know what you're talking about? And that's it. This is your project. Good luck.